And just that one thing alone, that VR box that's coming with the PlayStation VR, is a huge selling point for someone like me who does direct capture and covers all of his gameplay. Because it has that box, I will now be able to participate in VR style gameplay, but you, the viewer, will actually be able to see what's going on. Sure, you won't have the full VR experience, but you'll at least be able to see and react to what I'm doing inside of a VR environment, which is pretty cool, and it's pretty awesome that Sony thought of that and to include that with their package. Now, another thing is that the PSVR actually works with the Sony Move. Yeah, remember the PS Move or Sony Move, those weird looking controllers with the colored balls, when Sony was cashing in on the motion controls of the Wii that were so popular back then, and they said, we gotta jump on the bandwagon too. And then they released probably like a dozen games that used the PS Move, including Heavy Rain, which they forced the game developers of Heavy Rain to not make DLCs and instead make a PS Move version of their game. Fucking ridiculous, right? And then they just dropped it because they realized no one cared about the motion controls anymore. The gimmick had already died out with the Wii, which was dropping in sales. They were too little too late, and the PS Move basically became a relic. If you went to trade it in at GameStop, they would literally give you like $1 for a controller. So it's pretty hilarious that the PS Move, of all things, the thing that everyone got rid of, is now compatible with the PlayStation VR. Now, it's not required, it is optional, and I'm going to be honest, I think 95% of people who are going to play the thing are going to say, I want to use the regular controller. No one's going to want to use these silly-ass motion controls again. We're not going to get back to that whole fucking rigmarole that we had, 5-6 years ago. But it needs to be said, it's interesting that it is compatible, although I doubt anyone's really going to care. In addition, the fact that it seems like they're going to have game developers that are going to be working on these games, while, as I discussed several months ago, the Oculus Rift at launch is going to have, a couple big games that are compatible with it, but nothing that's like, wow, I have to run out and buy it. I mean, if people say, wow, there's a Star Wars game and there's these cool other games out here that you need to play on the PSVR, people will buy it. And I think that's the major difference here. It's price and game developers that are going to be working with these companies. And I'll be completely honest here with everyone. I'm not sold on VR. I was very, skeptical of it back when we were talking about the Oculus Rift, and I still am. I'm not sure that VR isn't just another gimmick like motion controls that's going to die out after a year or so of launch, and people are going to say it's too expensive and there's no reason to get it and there's no games for it. But for a $400 price point, I actually think I'm probably going to get the PlayStation VR later this year. It's a no-brainer. Experience VR firsthand, be able to record and share the experience with others. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, why wouldn't I? Versus investing over $1,000 to play on an Oculus Rift or HTC Vive that is not going to even have the functionality that I need to record and share with others. It's kind of a no-brainer situation, and I was one of the biggest skeptics, and I still am, but I think I might actually participate in the VR generation and the launch of VR with gaming because it's so cheap with the PlayStation. What do you think? Leave a comment on the video and let me know. Are you interested now in VR? What do you think about the cheaper price point of the PSVR? Share your thoughts. Let's get some discussion going. And I look forward to covering these kind of stories even more as we progress through the year. And hey, when October comes, I think I'm going to probably be one of the people to jump on and get the PSVR and share that with you and let you know what I think. So that's it. Thanks for watching the vlog, and I'll see you later this year for more interesting information on virtual reality. Peace out, everyone.